Now let's move forward in time to when Jesus walked on this earth. The religious leaders at this time found all kinds of ways to get around the keeping of vows. And in verses 34 through 36, Jesus speaks of making vows or oaths that were made in accordance with heaven, earth, and Jerusalem, and for the Gentiles, even their heads and their lives. What was happening was that whenever a person made a vow they had no intention of keeping, they would swear by one or more of the above to impress and try to convince the person they were making the vow to that they would keep it. And for the religious leaders, when an oath was made and it was broken, there was an elaborate system by which the religious leaders would judge how close the oath came to God as to whether it was a valid oath that even needed to be kept. There were whole sections of Jewish teaching that dealt with which vows were valid and which ones were not. The idea behind this was that if God's name was used, God became a partner in the transaction, whereas if God's name was not used, God had nothing to do with the transaction. This all boiled down to a lack of integrity on the part of those who participated in this practice. And many of the people of Jesus' day would find all kinds of technicalities so that they could avoid keeping a promise or a vow that was made. So today we must be very, very careful that we do not do the same things ourselves.